Wright, a teacher from St. Francis of Assisi Boys School, Ramnagar, Hyderabad. I teach English and EVS. Today I am going to explain a topic on EVS. Today, name of the lesson is Our Forest. In this lesson, we will cover some points related to our topic. Children, what is a forest? Forest is nothing but a large tract of land with animals and trees. Yes or no? So, the resources which are available in nature, we call it as natural resources. So, children, can you name some resources? Yes, I will tell you. Vegetation, soil, water, land, all minerals, these all come as natural resources. Now, we'll go in detail about natural resources. Natural resources are of two types: renewable resources, non-renewable resources. What are renewable resources? The resources which are available in plenty in nature. They are called as non-renewable resources. For example, air, water, light, sunlight, etc. We can use how much we want. Yes or no? No one will object us or stop us. You should not use that much, this much, etc. But when we come to renewable resources, these resources are limited in nature and we cannot be reused it again. For example, coal. If you burn the coal, what will happen? It will use into ash color. Yes or no? And it will become an ash powder. We can't get again the coal. But if we use the sunlight, we can use every day. Since the sun rises every day. Yes or no? That is the reason sunlight is a non-renewable resource which has more in quantity and available plenty in nature. Now let's go about the forest. Now we have understood the term forest. Now let's see how much percentage of land is covered in forest. In India we have actually 53% as a forest land. But due to deforestation, what is deforestation? Cutting down of trees permanently. Okay, the permanent cutting down of trees on a large scale, we call it as a deforestation. Due to this deforestation, the forest area is now added as 33% only. So, what are the uses of these forests? We all know that forest is a home for wild animals. You know wild animals? So, no children? Name some wild animals. They are nothing but lion, tiger, cheetah, chimpanzee, giraffe. These all live in forest. To have their home, to have their food, we need to protect our forests. Second reason, soil erosion. It helps in soil erosion. If you have no trees on a large scale, what will happen? If the rain falls, the top layer of the soil flourishes due to the water. If we have more and more trees, the water will percolate into the ground. That is the reason we need to have more and more trees. Then it prevents from a source for rainfall. If we have more and more vegetation, then only we have more adequate number of rains in our place. If not, the area will become as a drought region. Okay, children? Then we have forest also used as a home for medicines. Like Ayurvedic medicines, you all know. It comes from the forest. Like from small herbs like tulsi, neem, people, they prepare some medicine for us. That is the reason we need to protect these trees. Now children, let's see small video about deforestation. I have already explained you what is deforestation. What is deforestation? The permanent cutting down of trees on a large scale is called deforestation. If you go on cutting the trees, what are the results we face? Okay, that we'll see in a small video which is given us by Tata H class. Let's we have in detail.
Deforestation, the continuing exploitation of nature. Would you believe that these areas were once thriving forests teeming with life? Deforestation is the clearing of large areas of forest lands to make room for.
See children, we all know that deforestation is done but we do not know how much we are causing damage to our nature. That is the reason we need to be careful while we are cutting the trees. Nowadays government is not giving us permission to cut down the trees, but we are doing it without knowing them, because they are helping us to protect ourselves. If you go on cutting these type of trees and if we keep this land like this, we'll get nicely tsunamis, drought region, and we may get earthquakes too. So we are causing the nature in loss.
Cities, highways and dams, agriculture, and for industries and mining.
So what is explaining there? For agriculture purpose also we are cutting the land, but we need to follow zooming cultivation. What is zooming cultivation? After harvesting for 3 to 4 years, our farmers, that is in practice mostly in the tribal regions where the tribal people lives in forest. Okay, these tribals are nothing but the people who live in forest. We call them as tribals. So children, these tribals will follow the pattern of zooming cultivation. It is for 2-3 years they will cultivate the crops, they will harvest the crops. After that they will burn the tract of land. How much they use that they will burn, so that will give the same value as before, same yielding as before.
The destruction of these fragile ecosystems threatens the survival of millions of species of plants and animals, and of people who have lived in harmony with these forests for generations. Some of the major consequences of deforestation are extinction of many species of plants and animals.
Children, we have studied the uses of forests. Now we will see consequences, that is nothing but disadvantages of forest, deforestation. Now let's see disadvantages of deforestation. First is given as extinction of plants and animals. What do you mean by extinct? We can't see that anymore. So no, that is the term extinct. Now here, extinction of plants and animals. Now you all know only 17 tigers we have in India. Yes or no? In the same way, we may get, sometimes the animals may go down and sometimes we cannot find that animal again. For example, we had at that time the dinosaurs. Now can you see the dinosaurs? They are extinct. Yes or no? In the same way, this forest is nothing but it helps the animals as a home. It serves as a roof.
Forests support more than 1 billion species of plants and animals. Each of these species is connected. As forests are destroyed, millions of tribal people living in and on the outskirts of these forests for generations have been forced to move.
We all know, children, tribal people live only in forest. But due to deforestation, the government is asking the tribals to leave the place. That is no way to them, because they are nothing but they are saving our civilization. They are the ones who saves our traditions and cultures. But we ourselves are damaging our cultivation, civilization, traditions, and we are adopting all the modern techniques and we are becoming as modern persons.
They have lost their homes and are forced to look for new livelihoods in a strange new world. Many move to overcrowded cities. Their culture and identity is threatened as they face hunger, poverty.
So children, what is poverty? Poverty is nothing but poorness. Why do we actually suffer from poorness or poverty? If we do not have food to eat, clothes to wear, or water to drink, we call as poverty life. So now our country's poverty. So children, we need to have more and more trees, plant more trees, follow one more summer program.
Buildup of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. That forests influence both local and global climate as trees absorb carbon dioxide and give out oxygen during photosynthesis.
If we grow more and more trees, we'll get so much of oxygen
Many
so that it
scientists
will become
believe
easier
that
to us
deforestation leads
and
to the
also
buildup
it
of carbon
causes less
dioxide
global
in the
warming
atmosphere.
compared to now.
That
That is
this
the
is
reason,
because
children,
of
we need to
hotter
grow
and
more
drier
and more
weather
trees
and
to
droughts in
adopt
some parts of the world.
some sources to change our world.
Trees also provide a
Save trees,
canopy that
save
provides
lives,
shade and
save
keeps the
yourself,
forest
save
cool during the
others.
day and traps heat at night. What leads to soil erosion and desertification. Lack of tree cover exposes the soil to the intensity of the tropical sun. The soil becomes dry and cracked, and the humid region changes to desert. During heavy rains, the long tree roots of forest trees also help to trap water and conserve soil as they prevent rapid runoff of water after heavy rain. When trees are felled, rainwater flows downhill without any barriers, carrying the top layer of soil with it. This leads to soil erosion, and rising stream and river levels often result in flooding in low